Welcome, lovely folk. This is going to be the reading for Taurus. I would like to preface with an apology for skipping out on the readings last month. My energy just was not in the right place to do so, so I had to take some time, a hiatus for my own well-being and my own energy. But nonetheless, I am back now, and I just saw a crackle on your flame. So that's kind of saying, you know, maybe this is something you felt too, that you know, there's a slowed down period, a place of like what's the term, cradling your fire. That's not the word. You know, things are slowed down to the embers, and you had to like re-stir in an energy, get the flame going again. Yeah, kind of goes with what I got in your meditation. I was getting S, like lots about S and swirls and like the flow energy. Like maybe you felt held back, and it's like, and I saw horses, and as I wrote back, I saw horses, and that there was going to be movement forward, and a big shift is coming, and that movement's been happening even though it doesn't feel like it. You've been at a place of like, you know, the fires died down and it was like just the bare embers, but it's being stoked. The embers are being stoked and the flame is coming back. You're going to be less self-restricted. I think you put yourself in this like self-restraint, and then to try to see the abstract. I typically wouldn't just dive into all of this, but the crackle of the flame made me really feel like I should. But let's go ahead and get into your reading here. Alright, we're going to start off with tea leaf, then we'll get into pocket animal, which I will read for the booklet for that. We have Spirit Song Tarot. I might clarify with my go-to cards here, the Enchanted Tarot, and then Mystical Healing reading cards, and as always, charms, of course. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, and this I will read the booklet as well. Oh, this one too. Ooh, that one kind of hopped. That was interesting. Okay, that one's important. Okay. Jeez. Okay. And it's that one. Okay. okay. I just keep saying okay. Alright, let's see this one first because it felt important. Gavel, involvement with the law. Perhaps you're going through like some kind of court thing. It doesn't even have to be. It could be just some kind of you know, maybe in your work, something that has to do with like, you know, it could be any kind of rules, any kind of I'm also being given that in your meditation, try to like see things in the abstract, let go of defined lines. You know, gavel is like kind of about those defined lines, like setting boundaries, and it's very important to do so, but you're like trying to stoke those embers, so you're like in this very swirl energy, and I think you're meant to be, to get things like for that movement and have acceptance. But we'll put that in the middle because it feels important here. Alright, we have Axe, forces working against you. gavel and axe. So maybe that's kind of like on the two hands of things. Actually, I'm gonna put this here. Just try to be balanced in both the abstract and logical thinking. We have rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Perhaps I said work before. Maybe you're being asked to pause before you react to something that you're facing. That could be at work, just some kind of person who might have some kind of dominion. It could be, at a workplace, like a boss type figure. It could be, or even just a coworker, like just a situation that, like, it could, if you're, stay mindful so that it doesn't get to, create an effect. That doesn't mean you shouldn't stand up for yourself and what you believe in, but to be mindful in your approach, to not let negative emotions sway you in any way, to remain balanced and discerning. Older man, dealings or relationship with an older man. So this again might be that figure. I am getting kind of like the negative the cons to the Emperor card, like maybe somebody being overbearing, over controlling in a situation. Alright, we have marriage. It could be in a relationship. If there is a power struggle in the dynamic, perhaps. We have fox. Shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. So yeah, be shrewd about this situation. Be discerning. Don't act hastily or in reaction. Pause. Collect yourself before you make movements on this. Box, you will receive a gift. April, some of you might be getting married in April, and that's really sweet with the cherry blossoms here. Some of you might even, it doesn't even necessarily have to be for marriage, but might get married in Japan. Some of you might be traveling to Japan or have a trip planned in the future, possibly in April. Or that could be this gift here, a surprise trip. Dealings or relationship with a man. Some of you might be in a dynamic with perhaps a controlling guardian or father figure. Perhaps they don't approve of the person you are with. Perhaps they could be in their own, have their own expectations. For some of you, this is about your own ability to sort of manage your expectations, to get into the positive aspects of the Emperor. We have hammock, taking a vacation physically or mentally. So yeah, some of you, I mean, it doesn't have to be Japan, even some of you are gonna have a vacation or might be planning one or what have you. But I was getting a lot of like Japanese energy here. And lastly, we have younger man. Interesting. Okay, yeah, we have the three you know, like triple goddess, triple god. I don't typically use that terminology, but like the trifecta of, you know, the young man, the older man. So definitely some of this is for people coming into balance with their masculine side, or, you know, reaching a balanced state of that emperor energy. Not all of you, but some of you also might have a love triangle going on. It doesn't have to be, you know, with the ages here, but just these three figures. Okay, but let's go ahead and get your pocket animal. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Taurus here. What does Taurus need to see for their next good? Messages for Taurus. Interesting. My like attention went to this firefly as this one just like kind of gracefully flew out. So it's like you might be so focused in one area and you're gonna be surprised in another area. Firefly and vulture here. I am gonna go ahead and read these. Okay, so firefly, you have both air energies here. Okay, firefly, inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. The firefly contains the light of 1,000 stars, and I'm being reminded of the flicker of the candle there. It's pure, radiant, and illuminating. The high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. But also some of you will see a firefly as a signifier. Okay. The high frequency charge cannot be sustained for long. Therefore, the firefly card indicates a moment of inspiration or awakening that quickly fades if we do not catch it. There is firefly energy behind every poem, song, and invention. Our job is to be ready to harness this creative spirit when it graces our path. Okay, I'm getting to like write down your ideas. Have like kind of a dump journal where you can just, you know, pour all your random thoughts into, your inspirations, and you can always go back to it for that inspiration. And that's kind of how you'll harness this. It's like that's those embers. Those are all little embers that you're collecting that you can then come back and stoke when you have a more focused mind, because it's when our mind is like more empty and we're not actively, you know, trying to focus or think, that we like, you might get this inspiration sparks in those moments, but then we can come back with a focused mind to really pull things out of that hat and bring them into reality. So I am getting that there. What can you do to support this precious and elusive light? There we go. When in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms, When out of balance, burnt out feels dull, which I think you're kind of, that flicker of the candle, like I think you kind of felt that way, but it's like been part of the process. So know that. To bring into balance, write a poem, draw. That's why I think I saw the S. It's like you were purposely placed in this energy of kind of stagnancy, because it's kind of like giving you this like chance to like, and your mind might feel so sputtery, but it's like because you're getting all these like different embers to really light a fire, but you have to like go through and stoke that. You need to like get those things down. I think writing's going to really help you. Okay, and then we have a vulture. Okay, and I just got the song 𝕃'𝕼ℼ by Fleet Foxes. Interesting, because fleeting. Okay, and then vulture, guardian and purifier, essential for rebalance. The vulture is perhaps the most misunderstood creature of all. This intriguing bird balances our ecosystem and prevents the spread of disease. It does the dirty work that no one else wants to do and cleans up our messes. The vulture appears when there's a situation that needs to be purified or brought back into balance. Remember, the vulture is greatly undervalued. And the word back, again, reminded me of how back brought horse. That like movement is happening and it's going to really shift soon. I think you needed this period to stoke the embers, and you know the vulture is going to really help you discern through all of that. What you thought was a mistake or tragedy is a blessing in disguise. When in balance, clarifies, reveals wisdom. When out of balance, dramatic, aggressive. To bring into balance, clean your space, sage. So I think, yeah, you'll get a clearer mind as well. For one, making that dump diary to like just get all your ideas out, to clear your head, get it down on paper so that it's no longer inside of me, threatening the life it belongs to. That song just came up. But also cleaning your space is going to help your mentality as well, and clear your mind. So I think that's going to be, both of those are very important right now. But I also got to share that actually turkey vultures came to me in my life during like a period where I needed to learn to set some boundaries and to really because it is very important that like to allow yourself to be in that flow, that like you do set some boundaries, that you do touch ground and all of that, because otherwise, especially with a lot of air energy here, you like, it's important to tether, you know, to, if otherwise you get confused, it gets murky, and you know, it can cause, there's another crackle, it can cause sputtering, there we go. But yeah, there's a period in my life where turkey vulture kept coming. So perhaps turkey vulture specifically is a symbol for you. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into your reading here. Spirit guides and angels. Messages for Taurus, please. What does Taurus need to see? Their heart is good. Okay, also, you can get stuck in your head when you have a lot of air energy and a lot of ideas happening and oh, what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of like mind energy. There's a certain word I'm looking for. If I get it in time, I'll put it up. But cerebral. Actually, I just got it. Cerebral. When you're in a very cerebral place, which is wonderful, those embers are sparking, you're getting a lot of ideas. But in that period, I lost my thoughts. See, I can get very murky and brain fog if you're not careful, if you don't tether while you're in that place. But oh, what can happen is you can like move too quickly and miss something. Perhaps that's like why I got that surprise energy. It's like you're focusing in some area and then there's a surprise in another. Maybe that's like receiving the gift. I got a flipper here. There's that Emperor in reverse there. So yeah, for some of you this is about balancing that Emperor energy. Oh, that's what it is. I got that saying, nothing to it but to do it. So sometimes when you're cerebral, you get so caught in your mind that you don't take action. And the Emperor can very much so be about action. And also with the horse energy coming through, it's like that's something about the action too. Yeah, okay, you're gonna get out of your head. Yeah, we will clarify a little bit for you, especially since this has been very murky, but we also got a few cards here. But yeah, what I am getting, especially with younger man, and older man, and the Emperor in reverse here, you're trying to really balance that masculine side and, you know, balance both the feminine and the masculine. But I think specifically, you've needed to like heal that masculine side and the Emperor side of you, and you know, learn how to focus. I think writing is going to help you. You could also do focus meditations. There's flame meditation. I always give the advice to not stare directly into a flame because that can be not good for your eyes. So instead, find, you know, have some kind of gravity piece. I don't know what to call it. Have some kind of thing that you place in front of you that you can like really focus on, and you just, you know, take as much time as you need to really train yourself to stay focused on that one thing, but also give yourself the time and the freedom to let things come through. But just, you do also need to learn how to train your focus. So focus meditation might help, but also stability, having faith in yourself, and knowing that like it's okay to be a very cerebral person, and that doesn't have that doesn't take away from anything else. You just have to build up other areas as well, and you are going to get through this and take action. But it was important for you to take this time. It was on purpose. The universe wanted you to have this to spark these wonderful ideas for you. And then we have here 6 of acorns, success and triumph. So what I'm getting with that, and we have it might be an elk, a deer, or specifically a stag, or I'm getting kind of elk, but we have this sort of creature. It's like, you know, a sort of horse-like creature. But I think they're a little bit more on the like spirit side, whereas horse is maybe more on the material side. But it's, again, I'm feeling like a tethering energy, and like, you know, pulling from the hat, you know, taking with stability these ideas into and bringing them into existence through action. So it is going to be a little bit of a struggle. You're very much connected to the mind, but also the spirit. And you're very cerebral, as I said. You get a lot of ideas, but you are a Taurus, and you are going to bring these into existence. You're going to materialize them. But it won't be without a challenge. But I think that you, of all people, are so capable to face that challenge, because it's literally, Taurus is literally about the meter, the bringing things into the material world, birthing that existence. So you definitely are going to do this. But we also have here King of Feathers in reverse, which is equivalent. Oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't clarify. 6 of acorns would be the 6 of wands. So again, also that's about like having faith in yourself as well. That you are very much so on the right path and the right person for this like challenge. But yeah, King of Feathers, which is the King of Swords in reverse. I'm getting that this is you letting go of being too caught in your mind, or too logical even, and getting in the flow and allowing things to be abstract. Yeah, it's like kind of a letting go energy. And letting, but still retaining focus and knowing that that's where your energy like pours into. But, you know, having the ability to also just let go of everything else and not let everything kind of fight for space in your mind. Okay, let's clarify a little bit here. That did feel like it cleared up so much more as it went along. So I think, like, again, like if you're having a lot in your head, it is going to become clear. You are going to make sense of it all and not feel so overwhelmed by your own mind. Spirit guides and angels, can you please clarify here for Taurus? Anything more that they need to know? Oh, okay. So we have 3 of Hearts in reverse. So you've been healing. Part of this has been that you've been healing from some relationships, some struggling times with, it can be different for everybody, different types of relationships that you've had. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be familial, it can be friendships. And I think you've just kind of taken some time to be like on your own. And then we have here the Hermit and the Queen of Wands. Oh, and the Hermit is in reverse here. Oh, did I say Three of Hearts is Three of Cups, by the way, in reverse here, to clarify the Emperor in reverse. So it's like, I think it's also, this is also kind of about like, you have been learning to accept things as they are and let go of control. Also knowing that like you can't control anyone or like the circumstances that surround you. And so just having like radical acceptance about that, and that's going to really be something that helps you in the future. But the Hermit in reverse and the Queen of Wands here on the Six of Acorns, like you don't give yourself enough credit. You perhaps are you might not be so much of an introvert, but at the same time you do sometimes need to like have time to yourself to like think more clearly, but sometimes it gives you doubt. We have that flame flicker again. And it's reminding me of the flame on her head here. So it's like, I think what it is you get so burnt out. Perhaps you try to be everything to everyone. Or you just, also sometimes people might like really open themselves up around you. And it's just like sometimes you just need some time to yourself. But you also have this, you carry this doubt that I think because you put labels, perhaps titles, or define yourself and limit yourself in some way, when in reality, you know, none of that is you on a deeper level. It's all part of you, but it's not your essence. But don't doubt yourself, because you are a bright light for so many people. I think people open up to you because they feel comfortable in your presence, because you give off this like wonderfully inviting, affable, just wonderful energy that people are very attracted to and they feel comfortable around. So don't doubt yourself. I think perhaps you worry about what other people may think of you, when in reality, like, that's all in your head. And people see you as a wonderful person. Alright, and then we have Princess of Pentacles and Prince of Hearts here on the King of Feathers, which this is the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Hearts, or Page of Cups here. Oh, apologies. the Page of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. So for some, there's a love offer coming in. That could be that marriage again. So if there is a proposal, I did just hear bells. The bells are ringing. That might be a signifier for you. So if you are, wondering if there's going to be a proposal and you hear a bell, that might be a sign for you. So act surprised. But I do see this as a very stable offer. I think that you are both learning a great deal about connecting to yourselves, having self-love, and being stable in who you are. Beautiful, beautiful energy. All right, let's go ahead and get your mystical healing or reading cards. Spirit guides and angels, messages for Taurus, please. Messages for Taurus. Oh, okay. Relieve anxiety. And that is number 26. We have 2 here. Assimilate life experience. So I see, yeah, like you guys, no matter what, whether there's a proposal coming in or whether this is just about the journey of your own heart and self-love, you're like gaining strength and experience as you go along. And 21, love your body. So that's about self-love, but also about taking care of yourself, like respecting the sanctity of your body, your vessel. All right, let's go ahead and say this. Relieve anxiety here. Alright, slow down and connect to your inner self. Your body is showing you that something is out of alignment. You have pushed down numerous traumatic experiences and your inner being is overwhelmed by too many charged and conflicting energies. If you continue pushing, forcing, and ignoring all the signs, you will be heading for an internal breakdown. Your inner wisdom is eager to come out and show you a different way of living your life. That's interesting because I did get by feeling held back, horses, movement forward is happening, a big shift coming. New course, less self-restriction. Okay. You need to find a way to slow down, go into nature, and truly listen to your body. Ask questions such as, what feelings am I suppressing? What aspects of my life is this anxiety trying to illuminate? What inner and outer changes do I need to make? This can include food, alcohol, lifestyle, work, relationships, as well as going within and becoming aware of how you actually process life. Action. Every time you find yourself contracting and that self-restraint, you do want to have self-discipline, yes, but I'm getting self-restriction in a way that's like not doing things to your benefit, you're holding back from things that'd be good for you. Self-imposed restriction, I suppose, is where you might be at. So it's this is what'll help you get through that. So every time you're feeling that contracting, Try to drop into your heart. Ask yourself, where am I holding the tension? Explore it with gentle curiosity instead of judgment. Take some deep breaths and focus on softening any tension in your body, in particular around your shoulders, chest, and solar plexus. Rub your hands together for 30 seconds, then place them 10 centimeters apart in front of your body and imagine holding a light blue ball of energy. Transfer this calming ball of light into your head, shoulders, nervous system, and anywhere else you need to relax. Come back into your heart and focus on creating inner harmony, openness, and positivity. Alright, and then we have a simulate life experience. I also just got about flashbacks. So if there is suppressed stuff, you might experience some flashbacks to help you move through that trauma or that experience that may have created something that keeps coming into your life in a way. Also, so I read the card numbers, but there's a 12 on this hat. So that could have some significance, but okay, one more. There we go. A simulate life experience. Become conscious of what you allow to impact you. Are you overwhelmed by the constant chaos in your life? Do you feel like you are dealing with one drama after another? You have to become more conscious about which situations you allow to impact you. Your body in particular, your digestive system, is asking you to strengthen your boundaries and create a healing practice, which allows you to relax, breathe, and assimilate your life experience. It is important that you do a review of your life and become aware of people, situations, and environments you need to change. You can ask yourself, what am I learning from each experience? Let go of any people or experiences draining you and putting pressure on your digestion. Action. Take slow breaths in and out. Gently place your hands on your stomach and become aware of how you feel there. Become aware of any beliefs that are hurting you and that you are holding in your stomach. Take your time to acknowledge them. Ask if anyone in your family or environment had the same beliefs. Are you willing to let them go? Are you willing to take responsibility for changing and being different? Slowly massage your index finger on your right hand from base to tip and visualize the release of all the negativity. Do this for a few minutes. Repeat several times. I let go of all control, worry, and guilt. I welcome joy, peace, and well-being. Visualize beautiful yellow sunlight pouring into your stomach, pacifying, clearing, and relaxing it. And something I want to add here is laughter is the best medicine. It is a wonderful healer of the solar plexus. I've actually have had periods where I was balancing my chakras and specifically using mantras. Perhaps that's something that could help you as well. But when I reached the solar plexus, I actually just started laughing as a kind of healing response out of nowhere. I just bursted out in joyous laughter, and I think it was just this release, and it just triggered it, and it was wonderful. It definitely felt pure and really good. And laughter, again, yeah, is definitely the best medicine. But it's gotta be because you could put something on the TV or what have you, a comedy, but it's never quite as pure. When you get those real belly laughs when you're with your friends, or there's just a difference. So maybe also surround yourself with people that bring that feeling to you. Love your body. Create a new perception of your body. How do you feel about your body? Do you constantly critique it? Or do you listen to it and lovingly nourish it and cherish it? Any consciously or unconsciously harbored feelings of self-repulsion, rejection, frustration, anger, and guilt will start to weaken various parts of your body. You are being asked to tune in and work on creating a healthy inner environment. What if you could see your physical body as the most incredible, divine, perfectly designed part of you? A place that houses your soul. From that perspective, what food, drink, thoughts, feelings, and even relationships would you entertain? When you let go of painful, traumatic experiences that have caused you to feel unsafe, start to create healthy boundaries and begin to understand more about your divine nature. Your body will become stronger, healthier, and more beautiful. Action. Look at your body. Ask, what am I holding on to? In terms of concepts, feelings, programs, and experiences which no longer serve me. What do I do that sabotages my health? Explore thoughts that you think, feelings that come from those thoughts, actions that come from those feelings. Take a pen and paper and write down some loving thoughts you can start to project to your body. Every time a negative thought or a feeling arises, acknowledge it and then replace it with a positive one. Linger on the positive for as long as possible. Wow, okay, I kind of just wanted to I felt a sadness on that for one, remember to be so grateful. Like, you were given the vessel you were given for a reason. But also, I think, be prepared. Know that whatever comes up for a reason. And don't critique it, don't judge it. Let things come up. And, accept your humanity and love yourself, flaws and all. But, yeah, like, there could be some kind of trigger that, or even a release, just like with the chakras, with the laughing. I've also had meditations or chakras where I cry. I've had both crying out of like just feeling this feeling of release, and my eyes just started releasing with that. But I've also had I've cried out of just pure gratitude. So I think you're gonna have some experiences like this and let things come through. But again, don't do it with critique. Allow things to be the way they are and just be in a different place of awareness with love. It is Charlie. Okay, so we have a key with this shooting star here. So big shifts are coming that are going to really open up new doors for you. And I think you are doing this through this inner work, through giving yourself that love and respecting your mentality, your body, your spirit. We have the rose here, which is reminding me of the marriage card there, but also of Beauty and the Beast, which in this case, it's actually giving me about the self-love, like loving yourself, flaws and all. You know, accepting your humanity, that we all have that like angel devil aspect. Like we all face that inner beast, and it's not a bad thing that we have this. Accept your humanity. It's part of the beauty. Every rose has its thorns. We are meant to come here with these challenges. It makes life all the more beautiful, and it gives us that contrast and that gratitude. We have here a little cow head with little hearts on its ears. Speak kindly to yourself, nourish yourself, nurture yourself. You know, be kind of a loving mother to yourself. I got this book before. I haven't even read it myself, but I was advised. I was like given this book by a therapist at one point in my past about parenting yourself. Especially if you come from like a dysfunctional family, you know, try to give yourself what you need that you maybe didn't get as you were growing up. Be there for yourself. And I think journaling is also going to help you through that. We have this little mountain scene in a frame. I got Climb Every Mountain, that song. But also, which is reminding me of my quote that I just recently put up for this month. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall, by Confucius. But also, like, you know, there's windows of opportunity all around you. And connecting with nature as well. Getting outside, I believe that was mentioned. So that might really help you. We have the angel here. So know you are being protected and guided through these times. You're being called into balance. I'm getting the Temperance angel. We have this, I'm not really sure what it is, but it reminds me of water. And of balance. And also seeing things clearly. Trying not to let your emotions cloud your judgment. Because you're very cerebral. You're very intelligent. And you remember everything. We have an elephant here. You remember everything. And I think that's why you're going to be like moving through these obstacles of things that you remember from your past that may have conditioned you. And you're moving through them and giving yourself what you need. And we have a rabbit on a moon. So I think this is about getting abundant ideas again. About finding clarity. Rabbits, you know, it can always be about abundance. Knowing how abundant you are. And ever changing you are, and how beautiful that is. You don't have to define yourself to one thing, or, you know, the different things you assimilate or accumulate of beliefs about yourself. You know, break those down, set new boundaries instead on like you know, what you let in from outside areas, like other people, or but no, you are boundless, you are limitless. And again, I think you're gonna not be limiting yourself as you go forward. There's gonna be less self-imposed restriction. All right, I will leave this here. I thank you so much for being a part of my journey and welcoming me to be a part of your journey as well. And I do also want to ask if you liked this reading, or if you want to help get these messages for all of those that might gain something from these messages, whatever could resonate with somebody. If you could like, comment, subscribe, it helps boost the algorithm to, you know, get the little messages out to everybody who it's meant for. But I thank you so much, and until next time, lovely folk.